This is Eyewitness News Midday.
Hello everyone, welcome to Eyewitness News Midday, on location live, and you can see it right there on your screen. It's Smitty's Barbecue and Salad Bar in that famous landmark, that airplane on top of his building there.
I can't wait to talk to Jack and find out exactly why is that airplane crashing in up there. Everybody's always noticed it when they've driven by. Today is Friday, TGIF. It's October the 6th, Tom, 1989, and
Absolutely.
we welcome you to Eyewitness News Midday.
And it is a gorgeous Friday, and as we said, we're at Smitty's Barbecue and Salad Bar, and we're going to be talking to Jack Smith. We also got some great special other guests. Don Parker, he's a retired Escambia County Deputy Sheriff. He's written a book, and it is funny, and I've talked to Don a little bit already, and what a riot. And the League of Women Voters have got something coming up, and
yes,
we'll have
Saturday
them on the
night,
show.
they're going to have Roses and Brickbats, an annual event. And one of the featured speakers for Saturday night will be our Panama City Beach Police Chief, Lee Sullivan, and he'll also be our guest along with Nancy Swenson, a representative from the League of Women Voters.
Absolutely. And of course, Mr. Food's going to be here a little bit later on in the show. But first, 13 Eyewitness News Director Jerry Fisher is back live in our studio with the latest in the news. Jerry?
Thanks, Tom and Kathy. Good morning, everyone. This morning, a Southport teenager charged with killing his brother is out on the streets on a $7,500 bond. Mike Carroll is charged with the stabbing death of his 21-year-old brother, Donnie Carroll, outside their Southport trailer last August. An argument over who would ride in the front seat of the family car allegedly triggered the fight. Judge Didi Costello set the defendant's bail at the urging of his public defender. Some beach businesses have a tough time keeping their parking lots clear of illegally parked cars, and when those cars are towed, owners of the cars often have a tough time finding them, especially if they're just visiting the area. So, the Beach Council has passed a new law. Businesses must not only post no parking signs, they also must show where the car can be found once towed. The Beach Council also wants the violators to know how much it will cost to get their car back. Businesses that fail to comply with the new law could be fined up to $500. In his harshest criticism to date, Panamanian leader Manuel Noriega has attacked the United States for its alleged involvement in the attempted takeover of his government. ABC's John Quiñones reports.
It was Manuel Noriega at his best, surrounded by adoring members of his ruling party, performing like a winner just 48 hours after his brush with revolt. Speaking before 3,000 party workers and government employees, the general attacked the U.S. with a blistering condemnation. He accused the U.S. of hypocrisy in denying it was involved in Tuesday's attempted coup, and then he turned the attack toward his domestic opposition, calling for a new set of laws that would allow stiffer crackdowns on dissidents. Even while Noriega was still delivering that threat, paramilitary troops were moving in on opposition party headquarters in the capital. 2 party members were arrested before President-elect Guillermo Endara, who's on a hunger strike, shut the door. Armed men in civilian clothes and uniformed police surrounded the building. For several hours, the man whose election was annulled by Noriega charged he was being held prisoner in his own office. He communicated with reporters through handwritten messages. Finally, and without explanation, police moved out, firing shots in the air. The opposition called it more Noriega intimidation, and despite his new crackdown, they vow to continue their struggle. John Quiñones, ABC News, Panama City.
Well, here in Bay County, fair officials say the largest crowds in the history of the fair have turned out each night to view the exhibits, ride the rides, and play the games. Last night, our own Jerry Jacob was among the crowd. Here's what happened when Jerry tried his luck on the Midway.
Andrew Jackson. He went a long way in politics, but just how far will Andy go at the Bay County Fair? Our first stop is at the basketball hoop. I've already won this lovely yet very uncolor coordinated stuffed animal. I'm not really sure what this is, but I'm going to trade this in for what's on the wall if I can make one of 2 shots. Thank you. I think we're going to have to go with Spuds McKenzie. How about this one here?
All right.
$6 are now gone, and I have a Spuds McKenzie doll. Next stop, the softball toss into the peach basket. Always one of my strengths. Today was no different.
Take your choice.
2 shots, 2 are in. I get my choice. This is wonderful. For my prize,
get your choice.
I have the Noid. So far, we have $8 gone, and I have Spud and the Noid. Let's move on. After a ferocious start, well, things kind of went downhill. But in the end, $20 got us a stuffed Spuds and a Noid. I guess you could call it a fair price. Come on, guys, let's go get a corn dog. Sorry, Spuds.
That's the news at midday, and now back to Tom and Kathy under the plane at Smitty's.
And thank you, Terry Fisher.
Yes, that was great.
Well, we're on location live at Smitty's Barbecue and Salad Bar. It's almost lunchtime, time for you to come on out. But wait until the show's over and then come on out.
Yeah, because we want to tell you about what Jack Smith has been talking about in the past few years when he puts these signs up and has all these political humor signs and where he gets his ideas. And he's next on Midday, along with a look at the weather.
Absolutely. It's a gorgeous, sunshiny day, and Kathy will tell us if it's going to be this way this weekend. So stay with us. We'll be right back.